Most people think Ronaldo's skills are about talent. That's the misunderstanding. Because if you slow his moves down, you realize something strange. They are not that complex. Some are even simple enough to learn in a week. So why do defenders still fail? Because Ronaldo isn't playing a skill game. He's playing a decision game inside your head. He doesn't beat defenders with tricks. He beats them with choices they didn't realize they made. And once you see this pattern, football stops looking random. Today, you'll see exactly how. At number 10, the body feint. Before anything technical, understand this. Defenders don't react to the ball. They react to what they think you're about to do. Ronaldo knows this better than most. One shoulder drop. That's it. No speed, no trick, just suggestion. Because the brain doesn't wait for truth. It reacts to prediction, and prediction is where defenders lose control. If you want to train this, don't rush it. Walk first, then jog, then add deception. Speed without control doesn't look dangerous, it just looks confused. At number 9, the fake shot. This move isn't technical, it's psychological pressure. The moment you lift your leg like you're shooting, the defender commits. Not because they want to, but because they have to. Ronaldo exploits that reflex constantly. Defenders are trained to block shots, so he gives them what they fear, and takes what they didn't protect. It's not a trick. It's forced decision-making, and forced decisions are usually wrong. At number 8, the chop. Here's what most people miss. The chop doesn't beat the defender directly. It rewrites the direction of the entire situation. Forward movement becomes hesitation. Hesitation becomes panic. And suddenly, the defender's reacting late. Practice it slowly. Because if your balance breaks, the illusion breaks with it. Control first. Everything else follows. At number 7, the double touch. Outside touch, inside touch, explode. 3 actions, 1 illusion of control. But here's the truth. The touches are not the move. The acceleration after them is. Most players stop early. That's why they don't escape defenders. Ronaldo doesn't stop. He finishes the sentence with speed, and speed is what actually ends the duel. At number 6, the elastico. This move looks impossible. That's why it works. Outside, inside, one motion, but it's not magic. It's discomfort repetition. Your feet reject it at first. Then they slowly accept it. And defenders rely on you quitting during that phase. Because most players do. High-level skill is just repetition long enough to become normal. At number 5, the Ronaldo chop. Now we enter something deeper. Decision manipulation. Ronaldo doesn't just change direction, he changes expectation, the jump, the cut, the sudden angle shift, all designed to break what the defender thinks will happen next. Because defenders don't lose to speed. They lose to wrong assumptions, and Ronaldo feeds those assumptions perfectly. At number 4, the scissors. This is where psychology becomes visible. Each swing is a question. Left, right, or nothing at all? But here's the secret. 1 or 2 are enough. After that, the illusion weakens, and you're no longer deceiving the defender. You're just moving in place while they recover. At number 3, the stepover. This is Ronaldo's signature weapon. Not because it's flashy, because it creates hesitation. And hesitation is expensive in football. Every step adds doubt, every doubt adds delay, and every delay creates space. That's the entire system, not skill. Chain reaction. At number 2, the knock and run. Most people misunderstand this completely. There is no trick here, no deception, just inevitability. Knock the ball, sprint, win the race. And suddenly, the defender realizes there is no decision left to make, just loss. Sometimes football is not art, it is physics. At number 1, the multiple step-over burst. This is the full system, not a move, a sequence, rapid step-overs, micro-pauses, body shift, then explosion. But here's the real secret. The step-overs don't win the duel. The pause does. Because in that pause, the defender commits emotionally. And once emotion commits, logic disappears. That's the pattern behind every Ronaldo move. He doesn't beat defenders. He makes them decide wrong. And once a decision is wrong, it cannot be undone. Zoom out. So zoom out. Ronaldo's greatness is not a collection of tricks. It's a system: timing, deception, acceleration, 3 layers, repeated endlessly. That's what most people miss. Football isn't random. You just didn't know where to look. The game hasn't changed, but your understanding of it has. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.